All right, now Macquarie Radio took the extraordinary step today of suspending all ads on Alan Jones' Brecky show after public pressure over offensive remarks he made about the PM's dad.
Not long after Alan Jones's shiny Merc arrived at 2GB radio station last Sunday to, in inverted commas, apologise for offending the Prime Minister, there was a sense amongst many that the saga would quickly blow over.
I think Jones will be fine, albeit probably a little more circumspect in the future.
But it hasn't. Now, Mercedes-Benz not only want the $250,000 car they loaned to Jones back, they want nothing to do with him at all. And Mercedes aren't the only ones. Today, Macquarie Radio took the extraordinary step of suspending all advertising on the Shock Jocks Brecky program.
There's an enormous amount of pressure being put on our advertisers simply because they chose to engage with the audience who listens to Alan Jones' show. It'll cost what it needs to cost. It'll be a very large amount of money.
The decision was forced by the snowball of public and online anger since Jones' notorious comment that the PM's dad had died of shame. The insensitive remark has already precipitated a nosedive in Macquarie Radio Network shares and seen over 70 companies pull their advertising from Jones' show. So after today's unprecedented move by the radio network, will the dust that was supposed to be settling now swell sky high? And who's ready for 3 hours of Alan Jones ad-free? Toby Ralph is a marketing strategist and he joins us now. Toby, you've seen a lot of spin in your career, but have you ever seen a radio network or any commercial media entity for that matter take all advertising out of a program in response to online public pressure?
I haven't seen that. That's the first. That makes it slightly more extreme, I must say. That they are they've got a bleeding stump of a show and they're just trying to cauterise the wound.
That's the thing, if they were wanting to really take this seriously, wouldn't they just take him off air? Isn't this more like a stunt? Within a few weeks things will return to normal and everything will be forgotten? What they're taking seriously is the potential loss of income. Alan Jones is a big money earner and client after client is caving into cyberbullies who are saying, get your advertising off air. I think it will get back to normal. I think in a month's time, this will just be a breeze on a field of wheat.
Toby, you just mentioned cyberbullying, and Russell Tate, the CEO of Macquarie Radio Network, is in fact stated that what we're seeing here is 21st century censorship via cyberbullying. Surely that's just an amazing sense of irony in making that comment.
I mean, yeah, so Alan Jones complaining about being bullied is rather ironic. But look, I am actually a little concerned. I'm no fan of Alan Jones. Let's be completely clear about that. And he's been very offensive in this particular instance. But the fact that a relatively small group of people in the sort of cybersphere are forcing companies not to sponsor a radio station is worrying. It's worrying in terms of freedom of speech.
But Toby, is Macquarie Radio simply just protecting their relationships with these companies? And if so, do the companies need protecting?
Yes, Macquarie is protecting its relationship with those companies. Yes, it's stemming the bleeding. It's making sure it can start again in future. The companies don't need protecting. The companies just don't want to be associated with Alan Jones at the moment. But those companies do need the 442,000 listeners in Western Sydney largely that Alan Jones reaches every week.
So pulling all of these sponsors or advertisers out of the breakfast show, how much would that cost Macquarie per day or per week?
Probably about $500,000 a week. The Alan Jones show pulls in $24 million a year. It's a very profitable show, so that's $500,000 a week.
Alan Jones is the fourth largest shareholder of Macquarie Radio. Is there a chance that this could in fact be his idea?
If it is, it's the best idea he's had for a while.
All right, Toby, well, it's been great getting your thoughts tonight. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.